7. Our country, India. India is a country of very geographical expanse in the north. It is bound by the lofty Himalayas, the Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Oceans in the south. Was the source of the Indian Peninsula. India has an area of about 3.28 billion square km. The north-south extent from Kashmir to Kanyakumari is about 3,200 km, and the east-west extent from Arunachal Pradesh to Kutch is about 2,900 km. The lofty mountains, the Great Indian Desert, the northern plains, the uneven plateau surface, the coast and Iceland present a diversity of landforms. There is a great variety in the climate, vegetation, wildlife, as well as in the language and culture. In this diversity, we find unity that is reflected in the traditions that bind us as one nation. India has a population of more than 120 crores. Since the year 2011, it is the second most popular country of the world after China. Location setting: India is located in the south and northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes almost half way through the country from south to north. Mainland of India extends between if we divided the world into eastern and western hemisphere, which hemisphere would India belong to due to great longitudinal extent of about 29. There could be wild difference in local time of palace located at two extreme points of India. As such as the difference between these 2 points would be of about 2 hours. As you have learned earlier, the local time changes by 4 minutes for every 1 degree of language. The sun rises about 2 hours earlier in the east Arunachal Pradesh than in the west Gujarat. You have already read earlier way the local time of longitude of 82.30 has been taken as the Indian Standard Time. This meridian or longitude is also termed as the standard meridian of India. Look at Indian Oceans, India and neighboring countries. India political map of India. Telangana became 29th state of India in June 2004. Of these countries, from the figure 7.1, how many of these countries do not have access to any ocean of seas? Across the seas to the south lie our Iceland neighbors, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka and is separated from India by the Palak Strait. Political and administrative divisions. India is a vast country. For administrative purpose, the country is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Appendix Telangana become the 29th state of India. On 2 June 2014, it was eventually a part of Andhra Pradesh. Delhi is the national capital. The state have been formed mainly on the basis of language. Rajasthan is the largest state and Goa is the smallest state in the terms of area. The state of are further divided into districts. Physical division. India has a marked by diversity of physical features such as mountain, plateau, plains, coastal and Iceland. Standing as settlers in the north are the lofty snow-capped Himalayas. Himalayas mean the abode of snow. The Himalayas mountains are divided into three main parallel ranges. The northernmost is the Great Himalaya and or Himadri. The world's highest peaks are located in this range. Middle Himalaya or Himachal lies to the south of Himadri. Many popular hill stations are situated here. Find out the names of five hill stations. The Sivalik is the southernmost range. The northern India plains lie to the south of the Himalayas. They are generally level and flat. These are formed by the alluvial deposit laid down by the rivers, the Indus, the Gangas, the Brahmaputra, and their tributaries. These rivers plain provide fertile land for cultivation. That is the reason for high concentrations of population in these plains. In the western of India lies the Great Indian Desert. It is dry, hot, and sandy stretch of land. It is a very little vegetation. To the south of northern plains lies peninsular plateau. It is a triangular in shape. The relief is highly uneven. This is the reason why the numerous hill range and valleys. Rivalry is one of the oldest range of the world. Border it on the northwest side. The Vindhyas and the Tapi flow through these ranges are western flowing rivers that drain into the Arabian Sea. The western Ghats or Kshatriyas borders the plateau in the west, and the eastern Ghats provide the eastern boundary, while the western Ghats are almost continuous. The eastern Ghats, the broken uneven figure, the plateau is rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. To the west of West Ghats and the west of the eastern Ghats lie to the coastal plains. The western Ghats. Do you know corals are skeletons are tiny marine animals called polyps. So when the living polyps dies, their skeletons are left. Other populations grow on top of the hard skeleton, which grows higher and higher, thus forming the coral island figure 74.7.4 shows coral. Coastal plains are very narrow. The eastern coastal plains are so much broader. There are a number of flowing rivers. The rivers Mahamandi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri drains into the Bay of Bengal. This river have formed fertile deltas at their mouth. The Sundarban Delta is formed where the Ganga and Brahmaputra flow into the Bay of Bengal. Danger waters. Arpana Sinha IX standards, IV standards. The groups of Iceland and also from part of India. Lakshadweep Island are located in the Arabian Sea. These are a coral island located off the coast of Kerala. The Andaman and the Nicobar Island lie to the southern of the India mainland in the Bay of Bengal. Do you know which group of Iceland were affected by the tsunami in 2004? Find out through newspaper reports and by speaking to people how in different ways people faced these change when tsunami struck the Indian coast. Tsunami is a hug sea wave generated due to an earthquake on the sea floor.